If you can take a shot of tequila, you can take a shot of these. They definitely burn your throat a little, like with the spicy kick, but they're really good. Making your own wellness shots is just cheaper to make at home. You don't have to use a juicer if you don't have one. I like using the Naval juicer. It's the best juicer out there, but if you have a blender, you can also make these in a blender if you need to. Make sure you have a cheesecloth to make it smoother, and then add some water so it blends well, but that's also an option too. Right now, I'm sure you guys have been seeing so many people are getting sick, so these are really helpful in helping boost your immunity and making sure that you're providing your body with what it needs to maintain itself and not get sick, hopefully. They're so good. Easy wellness shot recipe. I'll show you how to make these. I like to use Rebel Green to clean my fruits and veggies. This is a fruit and veggie spray. It doesn't leave any weird aftertaste, any weird smell. You can also do baking soda and vinegar rinse. It's up to you, but I really do like using this. It does smell great too, and I feel like it just really cleans my fruits and veggies. I'm using some oranges, a handful of ginger, and some lemon. When prepping my citrus, I do like to cut the ends off. It just helps with the peeling process and the prepping process. We were sick a few weeks ago, and usually it's hard for me to get sick unless my husband is also sick. And if he gets sick and then we're breathing the same air, I usually end up getting sick the week after him. And it's usually around my birthday too, which is annoying. But I keep hearing so many people are sick right now, so I just don't even want to get re-sick. That's why I am making these and boost my immunity. You do a little slit on the side and then you just start to peel. You can do 2 slits too, so if I wanted to just go like this, it's easier to take the skin off. I know some people like to cut the skin off, but for oranges, I just rather peel it off so I can conserve as much of the juice as I can. Same with the lemons. So I peeled my ginger, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut it up into smaller pieces. It makes the juicing process super easy. Ginger is just stringier. So I have my oranges peeled, my lemon peeled, and then I cut up my ginger and also peeled my ginger. Some people choose to, some don't. I just peeled it this time. I like to cut it in smaller pieces because ginger is a stringier produce, and if you want to make sure you don't clog your juicer, it's important to cut it so the strings can just easily be pushed off. When it's all together, the longer the strings, because they're harder to break. So when it's like this, it's coming out of the juicer in pieces and makes it easier to juice and not have any clogging issues. Okay, so I'm gonna get juicing. Juicer is set up. I have my oranges, lemon, ginger. This was definitely gonna be some spicy wellness shots. And I know there's always someone who's like, well, what about fiber? Why don't you just make a smoothie, blend it in water? If I wanted a smoothie, I would make a smoothie. I want fresh juice. There's still fiber in fresh cold pressed juice. There are 2 types of fiber that are found in your fruits and veggies. There's insoluble and soluble. Insoluble is the pulp coming out of the machine. Soluble fiber is still found in your juice, and that acts as a prebiotic to support good bacterial growth and digestive health. Another thing too, people usually assume that if I'm creating juicing recipes, that's all I drink. I have regular meals. Juicing is something I use to help support my body, but it's not the only thing I do all day. Like I said, I have other types of meals as well. I usually drink 10 to 16 ounces a day. It just depends what I feel like my body is needing. I love this juicer, and before I ever bought my first Nama, I literally looked at so many juicers. I had other juicers. This one has been the best one, design-wise, easy to use, batch and go. It is literally the best I can't recommend it enough. High quality, good warranty. This is my favorite, well, one of my favorite parts. That's the best part. Cold pressed juices stay fresh for up to 72 hours nutrient wise, so make sure you consume them within that time frame. So I'm using these 2-ounce glass bottles. These are going to be used for my wellness shots. I do have these linked on my Amazon storefront. They're really easy to use. Yeah, I like these. They have the perfect portion amount, and they're glass. That's what I like about these. It comes with this little spout. You kind of have to lift it up a little to make it
I did mention this earlier. Cold pressed juices stay fresh for up to 72 hours. Nutrient wise, people are like, oh, well, they taste fine to me at 5 days. That's not the point. It's great that they taste great, but if you want to maximize the nutrients that you're getting, up to 72 hours. So if you know you're not going to drink them within that time frame, make sure you freeze them as soon as you're done bottling them. Don't put in the fridge and then at 2 days decide to freeze them. When freezing, make sure you leave some room or your bottles will burst. Of course, I had some for Jeremy to try. He's been wanting them, so I'm glad I made them so he could have some.
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
It's spicy kick, right?
Yeah, you can feel it just attacking the germs. Yeah, that's good. Refreshing.
As always, I'm not a dietitian, so consult with one on what's best for you. Juicing has been incredible for me. Subscribe for more.